Well, let's take a look at our low pressure area. Actually, JMA does expect this to become a tropical depression in the next 48 hours. At the very least, increasing showers for Yap and Palau, and eventually, over here towards the southern half of the Philippines. In fact, let's take a look actually at the map here for JMA. That is the Japan Meteorological Agency. They are the official weather agency for the Western Pacific. Of course, each local agency like Bagyong makes the warnings for their local area. But if we're talking about the official warnings for just record purposes from the World Meteorological Organization, it is JMA. And you can see they have this low pressure area here, 24 hours out and then 48 hours out. They do have a tropical depression with 1006 HPA there on their weather map. Taking a look at ASCAN imagery, also have that broad circulation. I talked about this in my last update. Hopefully, you kind of get an idea what it's talking about here. These are satellite-derived winds, and it continues to lead to the fact that there is this broad low-pressure area that is continuing to wrap up, and it does look like, as we go ahead through the course of our weekend, this is going to become a tropical depression and potentially a named storm system. As it enters Philippine area of responsibility, JMA might even call it a named storm as well. They need to go to a tropical depression to have it upgraded. JMA calls it a named storm once it gets to a tropical storm. So you probably see it popped by Pagasa before anything else. So here we go, watching this move off towards the west. Definitely an increase in rainfall for our friends here across Mindanao and even over towards southern Visayas. In fact, let's take a little bit of a closer look here. As we go ahead through the weekend, you got that broad circulation interacting with this high pressure ridge off towards the north. In fact, let's actually pull this up. So here we go. This is a better look at that. You have that isobars towards the north. You start to get that ridging kind of pushing in like this, and that's really going to increase winds and even a rainfall all the way out towards the north. Like places like Cagayan and Isabela along the east coast, that's east of the Sierra Madre Mountains, going to look at some pretty heavy rains out there for you, even all the way down towards Catanduanes. But of course, the heaviest of the precipitation is going to be right in here in northeastern Mindanao, and that includes for those of you in Siargao and extending out towards southern areas of Leyte on top of that too. Not so much of a storm surge threat with this one. You could be seeing some water level rises along the immediate coast, especially as we go ahead through Sunday night and into Monday morning. But I think the main issue is going to be that heavy rainfall piling up in some of the hills here, and then you're going to talk about river flooding throughout the day on Monday as all that water gets funneled down, and especially with a bit of training. Even as this low pulls towards the east, we're still going to be looking at that moisture pulling in from the pulls towards the west. You're still going to look at that moisture pulling in from the east behind it, so that's going to continue to pile up that precipitation even as this pulls away. So I think the flood threat, definitely one of the main issues with this area of low pressure, potential tropical depression as it pushes overhead. Let's take a look at the rainfall accumulation forecast. This is a great graphic. Remember, the graphics are from Metro Weather. This is Weatherscape XT that I use here. And yeah, totals just piling up through Monday and into Tuesday. But you know what we can do? We're going to go ahead and we're going to click on this right here. We're going to move it around to some of the heavier spots. So that's indicating 300 millimeters northeastern Mindanao, all the way out towards Siargao. Let's say about 100 to 150 millimeters there for you. But max spots, the ECMWF picking up on 350 total millimeters. And then we even look out towards northeastern Luzon across the Sierra Madre Mountains, about 2 to 250 millimeters in some spots out there. So yeah, definitely a wide range of impacts, but of course the heaviest stuff is further down here towards the south. So obviously, if you are in Siargao, Saturday, Sunday over towards Monday, it is going to be wet. To say the least. Not a beach day, large waves out there, windy conditions, definitely at least gust up to tropical storm strength as this pushes on by. So I do hope this video helps you guys out. And yeah, I'm going to continue to keep you posted. Let's do the quick flyover here for our Saturday. Let's restart it there for you. Starting down towards Metro Davao, 34 degrees. Cagayan de Oro, 29 for your high. Increasing showers, obviously, here on a Saturday, and especially across the East Coast. As I mentioned, on the eastern side of the map here, it's going to start to pick up. Staying relatively dry towards the north, but by Sunday into Monday, this is definitely going to be changing up for our friends across central and northern Luzon. Huge thanks for everybody on Patreon. It continues to support this channel too. if you want to check that out. I can't stress enough how much your support really goes to keeping this channel going, guys. But the other big thing we're trying to push for is subscribe. Trying to get up to 100,000 subscribers. Took 10 years to get to 55,000. Trying some new things, but I think the key thing is, yeah, if you do anything, hit that subscribe button. As always, though, thanks for watching, and number one thing is stay safe out there.